Hello everyone, welcome to an all new edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendra Diggs, here on this Thursday, February 21st, 2019. Man, oh man, glad you're here. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. So let's get started. Let's get to the big story. Alright, on the big story this week, man oh man, reality star and singer Tamar Braxton, with all the crazy antics, the crazy surprises, and just outbursts and stuff like that, she wins Celebrity Big Brother. I'm for real, man. And Tamar makes history in more ways than one. Tamar becomes the first African American woman to do so. And there's a question on a month of February, you celebrate Black History Month, you become the first African American to win the Big Brother game. And you become the first female winner to win Big Brother. That's a huge accomplishment. But she does the impossible by doing this.
Tamar, you are the winner of Celebrity Big Brother.
The final vote. Did you?
Can you believe that though?
Like you swept it. Like you were cleaning.
I thought for sure he was going to take Lolo,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even upset about it because I understood.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, when he said me, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
It's been great working with you, Lolo. I offered you a deal so I didn't have to be in this position. So you didn't want it, so I evicted Lolo.
You quenched all the Big Brother fans' thirst.
Really? Oh my God, I was just being myself, you know, and being a super fan inside of the house. It's like I couldn't help myself. There was so much going on inside of the house, honey.
I know.
Busted.com. Y'all busted. Okay?
The fan favorite scored the U.S. franchise's first unanimous jury vote since 2008, but her win is historic for another huge reason.
There have never been a final two African American ever in Big Brother, and there've never been an African American winner, and it's such a huge thing for the community and for Big Brother as well.
This is a huge platform and an opportunity to show what's important to me. And being part of something bigger than just a game is what I've always done in football.
Ricky's second place finish scored him $50,000, and Canada's own Tom Green was...
Yep, Tamar Braxton does it all. She repaired her relationship with Candy. At first, they was at odds because of the whole T.S. Madison Kaya situation. But I guess Tamar found the way, and she found the right strategy. She mended offenses. She came in a little bit crazy, and then she kind of, you know, got a little bit soft, like a noun later. You know how the noun is hard, and then later it's soft. She won the game, and she, with the $250,000, $250,000, she plans on buying her a house, and bigs up to Tamar on that. All right, on talk shows this week, another cover story with comedian Monique went on the Steve Harvey show and aired her grievances of being blackballed from Hollywood. Watch this.
And that's the thing. I disagree with my brother. I'm not upset with you. I love you. I disagree with the way Oprah, Lee, and Tyler did it.
Cool.
But I love them.
I'll give you that. Now, guess what we need to do to move forward and fix this?
Come on.
These people owe you an apology. You owe those people an apology. Then we can move forward.
As you saw, Monique stated that she was blackballed by Hollywood. She felt like she was not being herself. She wanted to tell the truth. She wanted to, you know, get it out of her system. She told Steve Harvey how she felt. Steve Harvey went back and told how he felt about her. Like he couldn't risk it all. He couldn't lose it all. Monique lost it all, and she felt better about it. But hey, it is what it is. You know, if you want to get an in-depth look on it, watch Viral from this week, the Monique and Steve Harvey episode. You won't believe the whole shenanigans. That whole we dissect that show, you know, little by little, piece by piece. You'll be surprised and amazed. But hey, Monique saying she ain't studying Steve Harvey, and then she calls Steve Harvey a coon. So hey, Steve Harvey like, thanks for nothing. I brought you on the show, and you gonna embarrass me like that? That's what happens. I bet she learned his lesson. But hey, he almost out the door anyway. All right, On The View this week, singer and actress Mary J. Blige appeared on the show to promote her new Netflix show, The Umbrella Academy. It's sort of like a comic book, something anime or something like that, that's brought to life on Netflix. They did one thing about Netflix. They go and try to find all these comics, and they just go and pick by piece. But anyway, from off topic, let's go back on topic. Mary J. Blige appeared on the show, and the women of The View asked Mary J. Blige about the current state of the hip-hop game between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, about the decisiveness between the two rappers. Take a look.
You know, one hot topic last week, we were talking about people on social media who were trying to pit Cardi B and Nicki Minaj against each other. You're obviously incredibly influential legend in the music industry. Yeah. What's your take on people trying to pit women against each other in that industry?
I think it's negative because we've suffered enough just amongst, you know, a male-dominated society, male-dominated business, and we suffer enough amongst each other. So, you know, when you see us trying to do something, at least try to bring us together, like at least try to lift us up together. And I think that it's best that we, you know, continue to lift each other up. It's enough everything for everyone. So why can't Cardi, you know, win the Grammy, best, you know, hip hop Grammy of the year? You know, and why can't she? You know, so it's enough for everyone. You know?
Why can't she have her moment?
Yeah, why can't she have her moment?
Blige saying women ought to stand together, women ought to be on the same page. Well, when you got two female rappers vying for the #1 spot, and you know, a lot of controversy of Cardi B winning the Grammy, and some people saying she didn't deserve it, and then she deactivates her account on Instagram, and then a couple days later she's back on Instagram, and then Nicki Minaj with her feeling some type of way with BET about being dissed by Nicki Minaj not being a Grammy winner. Hey, Mary J. Blige just saying, hey, it's a whole room for everybody, a whole seat at the table. It's still Black History Month. All right. In other news, the city of Charlotte hosted the 2019 NBA All-Star. And what this rookie, I can't pronounce his name, but he invited Shaquille O'Neal to the court and to be a stand-in. And you won't believe this awesome, amazing NBA Slam Dunk Challenge. And the commentators were amazed by this man's athleticism. Watch this.
He got the S on his chest. I love it. I love it too. No hand on the shoulder, Kenny. No hands on the shoulder. No hand on the shoulder. You see how tall he is? I know, but I gotta get up for this one. 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 D-Wade's all in my way. Everyone's on their feet. He got up, Kenny, but the hand on the shoulder, though, Kenny. Wait, let me see. Look at that. No, that's on the back.
Amazing. I was watching it at home just like everybody else, just amazed and shocked. And Shaq was like, wow, bigs up to the man. Shaq said, I couldn't even pull that off. He leaped out, frolicked on Shaq, and I was thinking he was going to jump on Shaq, but he pulled it off. He pulled it off indeed. I'm telling you. All right. In celebrity news, country singer Miranda Lambert had a busy week with this. All right, everyone knows the salad incident that didn't stop there. Well, Miranda, with the Patreon and stuff like that, she went and met a cop on Good Morning America a couple months back, and she married him. Like this.
Romance and a speedy walk down the aisle for country superstar Miranda Lambert and her beau of 3 months, Brendan McLaughlin.
A source tells us that Brendan really brings some normalcy back to her life.
Over the weekend, the singer posting these sweet pics with the caption, "I met the love of my life and we got hitched. My heart is full." The two reportedly tying the knot in a private Tennessee ceremony back in January. But their newly announced nuptials, not a shock to those closest to them. Friends telling People magazine the happy couple easily connected over McLaughlin's career as a New York City cop.
Her dad was a longtime detective, and her mother as well worked as a private investigator. So she's used to having kind of that police force in the family.
The pair first crossing paths in November, right here on the set of GMA. Lambert performing with her band Pistol Annie's. McLaughlin on patrol. The entertainer now gushing about her groom. Thank you, Brendan McLaughlin.
In 1 week span, you get Miranda Lambert news of her dumping a salad on a patron, and then she marries a cop that you can't even make this up. You can't not make this up. I'm telling you right now, you can't make this up. You can't. All right. All right. On reality show Clip Down, on Strahan and Sarah, they celebrated their 100 episode this past week. They was GM Day. Now they rebranded Strahan and Sarah. Well, they did their own version of Housewives Week and welcomed the infamous Nene Leakes to the show. And Nene Leakes did sort of thing like the infamous what Housewives like do on the opening of the credits. Do taglines. Watch this.
Taglines. Yeah, you guys know those things, right? Well, Nene, you're up first.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Easy. Ready? I am the glue that holds my wig and my family.
I may have a space in my teeth, but I have a full heart.
I'm not just carrying a child, I'm also carrying this show.
Nene came on there, did tagline. Strahan did a tagline, and Sarah said she did a tagline because she's still on the show. Well, I have a tagline. This. Yep, this the tagline, and you see right there, it has the button right there. What a tagline it is! What a tagline it is! All right. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, Candy wants to know whether or not Ty is a supporter of her getting a surrogate for Lil Ace. Watch this.
You ready to move forward with the surrogate process?
I don't know if I want to be a part of the process.
What do you mean you don't want to be a part of the
Like,
process?
I think I just want the kids to come, but I don't know if I want to see this lady carrying her kid. I don't know. I haven't really figured out in my head.
Well, that's something you really need to figure out. Todd is weird because one minute he's saying, oh yeah, I want to be there at the doctor's appointment.
Is it weird if I rub her belly? Is that weird?
He's the main one saying that he wants to have more kids because he was the only child. So he's sending mixed signals right now.
Like, I don't know, I never, who has a surrogate? Like, I'm from the Bronx, like.
This is definitely not the norm of what I have grown up to know, to have a baby. But the way we had Ace is not the way that we grew up to know to have a baby either.
Well, Candy, you got a dilemma on your hands with Todd. Todd kind of iffy about it, but hey, at the same time, Lil Ace needs a little sibling to the making and stuff like that. That they got to be on the same page. Don't be like everybody else on these housewives. You come on there strong, and then now you start crumbling because you know what happened with Peter and Cynthia, Nene and Greg for a minute. It just goes downhill from there. I'm telling you. All right. Well, speaking of the same pages, Portia gets a surprise of a lifetime. Watch this.
We're going to go to one of y'all couple sessions y'all be here.
It's good to know that y'all got a baby coming down the pipeline.
Whoa, baby, you missed it. I'm not good.
Nice. What you gonna do next?
I don't know.
What did you
You gotta knock in all strikes.
Strike balls, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, baby, you got a head start now, so.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's really good that y'all are going through y'all counseling because y'all is doing
You got it all mapped out.
Mapped out, so.
Of course.
Wait, what happened with the fireball?
Congratulations, though, son. Damn, that's a toast up. With me and wifey, I was kicking and screaming for about 3 years after I met her.
Yeah.
And finally, she put that pressure on me.
Oh, man, P is great, man. I feel like we've been together for a long time.
Right. That's commendable.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Too many of us grow up without fathers, you know, because we wilding out or just got that mentality. We too young when we having kids.
Portia did not even realize that the dudes were talking in code silence, code language. They was telling her, and Portia kind of was trying to see what was going on. She couldn't even read and get it. Portia, the dude said he was going to get engaged to you by Friday. You couldn't pick up that. You playing pool with that girl from Black. She got you all messed up. Messed up indeed. Portia kind of like, huh? You know, she pregnant. She don't even know what's going on half of the time. All right. When we return, we'll have more tape. Don't you go anywhere. The tape will return after this. Welcome back to the tape. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix, here on this Thursday, February 21st, 2019, here on Connect. Glad you're here joining that conversation. Thank you all from all social media platforms, from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram, that and YouTube, the YouTube channel, the main channel. Thank you all for watching and continue on watching. We're gonna give you more entertainment news that you can have. And more comedy. Alright, let's move forward to the political rundown. Alright, on the political rundown, President Trump finally says this.
So we probably have some good news, but who knows? Who knows? Well, we're setting the stage, folks. You know what it's called, right? It's called we're setting the stage. We're setting the table. We're doing whatever we have to do. The wall's being built. It'll continue. It's going at a rapid pace. The Rio Grande. It's happening. Go check it out.
The shit hit the fan. The United States declare a national emergency, which he been going to say he was going to do anyway. But on the border wall. But, you know, here's what the president had to say about the lawsuits that's looming his way.
We're here to proclaim a new day is coming in Latin America. It's coming. In Venezuela and across the Western Hemisphere, socialism is dying and liberty, prosperity, and democracy are being reborn. Today, our hearts are filled with hope because of the determination of millions of everyday Venezuelans, the patriotism of the Venezuelan National Assembly, and the incredible courage of interim President Juan Guaido.
All right. Now you can see right here, all these states that's challenging the president against the border wall, ain't none of them. You can see California, Illinois, New York. You don't see Florida. You don't see Texas. Kind of like I can see Texas having a gripe, but Texas ain't involved. They got a Republican governor. And Florida got a Republican governor. All the South is saying we ain't finna detest that. Everybody from the Northeast to the Midwest to the West want to detest it. So hey, it is what it is. They saying let these immigrants come on into our native land and come and rob our jobs and come rob our this. That's what the president said. They want to come rob our jobs. And the liberal side saying, let the immigrants come on in and have a free, better life and be society. All right. All right. Well, the president has a fight on his hands real soon. Well, that didn't stop there, as the new freshman congressman, Alexander Ocasio-Cortez, is getting heat for Amazon pulling out from New York City 25,000 jobs away from the city, where the city was named to be one of the headquarters for Amazon, but Amazon just gonna stick with Virginia. So hey, watch this story and you'll see for yourself. Watch this.
Critics say Amazon's decision to bail on a new headquarters in Queens, New York, has exposed the party's other reputation as a circular firing squad.
Why in the world would you celebrate driving 25,000 jobs out of Long Island City? I mean, that is just ridiculous.
Amazon said the average salary for those 25,000 new employees would have exceeded $150,000 per year, bringing in an estimated $27.5 billion in tax revenues over the next 25 years. A windfall, especially considering the state only had to give up $3 billion in tax incentives to entice Amazon. But the increasing leftward anti-business tilt of the party helped poison the deal. One Amazon executive told NBC, quote, "If you talk to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, it's never Amazon."
What this is a celebration of is that everyday people in the community stood up and they wanted a say in what was happening in their own backyard.
Polls found a majority of New Yorkers supported the deal, despite Amazon's non-union policy, even in this union-rich city.
And see what basically we're left with now. The bombed out cars in our neighborhood. This is not Shangri-La over here. We needed this over here. We needed this.
More traditional Democratic politicians supported it too. Governor Andrew Cuomo fumed, quote, "A small group of politicians put their own narrow political interests above their community."
We wanted to negotiate a better deal. We didn't want to see those on the left, those who are anti-capitalist, completely kill the deal.
It's the latest fissure in a party which is smarting from the controversies of late-term abortion, blackface, and sexual harassment in Virginia, an embarrassing rollout of what some Democrats say is the overly ambitious Green New Deal, and accusations of anti-Semitism.
You'll see kind of saying, hey, they don't want it in their neighborhood, which was going to be beneficial, and then, you know, like a $3 billion stimulus, but hey, I guess more is the merrier. Give to some other city that might want it, might need it. I'll say that. If New York don't want it, give it to us here in Birmingham, or give it to us somewhere who really deserve it, like Atlanta or something like that. All right. On Doozy this week, attorney Michael Evante, you remember him, the Stormy Daniels attorney? Well, he had some damaging evidence of R&B singer R. Kelly having sex with a 14-year-old girl, and he spilled the tea on a local Chicago news station. Watch this.
How far back does this tape go, and did it come to you through the whistleblower or through the victim, or were they together?
I'm not at liberty to disclose how we uncovered the tape. The tape is within the statute of limitations necessary to charge R. Kelly, and I am confident that in the coming days, R. Kelly will be indicted, he will be arrested, and I will be very surprised if he ever walks free another day in his life.
You also say that you have claims that R. Kelly beat similar charges in 2008 by using witness intimidation, bribes, and evidence tampering. There's evidence of that?
There's extensive evidence. There's not a little bit of evidence. There's not a small amount of evidence. There is substantial evidence. that's exactly how he was able to gain his acquittal in 2008, namely by intimidating witnesses, threatening witnesses with physical violence, bribing witnesses, and basically rigging the outcome of that trial. There is extensive evidence that we've supplied in that regard. It's not just from one witness, it's from multiple witnesses. And as I'm sure you recognize, that's extensive obstruction of justice and poses yet additional problems, not only for Mr. Kelly, but also certain of his handlers and enablers. He wasn't able to accomplish all of this and cover all of this up on his own. We all know that.
This man, he's looking for fame at all the right places and all the wrong places. Even he getting on R. Kelly's crosshair. R. Kelly better watch out. I'm telling you now, R. Kelly, you better be really careful because prosecutors are looking for you, and he turned in a lot of damaging evidence that could get him in this time. But as Valerie was saying, that R. Kelly intimidated past accusers and with bribes and stuff. Hey, it is what it is. If that did happen, that's R. Kelly kind of a really creepy, smart dude. I tell you that, real weird and twisted. I tell you. All right, now, man, you might know about Jussie Smollett with his situation about the ordeal, about him making a hoax, making stuff up as he go because he was upset that the letter he got on Empire didn't do so well. Well, it could be costing him his job, and you will have to see this.
It feels like if I had said it was a Muslim or a Mexican or someone black, I feel like the doubters would have supported me a lot more. And that says a lot about the place that we are in our country right now.
Jussie kind of, didn't do it the right way, but hey, Jussie had to do it his way, and it's kind of messing him up in the long run. And speaking of that, rapper Cardi B put her input in it. Watch this.
I didn't give out a statement. They put out a statement claiming that I was practically lying. So I don't want to, call Jussie Smollett a complete lie, but they do claim that they have evidence from both the brothers that they spoke. So I don't know. I want to see what else. I want to know. Because if he did that, he really fucked up, bro. This February, you have so many people standing for you. Like, why would you do that, bro? Is attention that necessary for y'all nowadays? Oh, shit. Fuck me in my pussy.
Wow, Cardi B got something to say about it. That is some shit. That is for real. That is. When Cardi B gets involved in it, you went from bad to worse from there. Hey, I know Cardi B ain't no sweat saint, but hey, Cardi B saying, hey, I must speak upon it. All right. Speaking of that, in other news, Meghan Markle visits New York City unexpectedly, and her friends throw her an unexpected bridal shower. Watch this.
Meghan Markle has arrived in New York City for a secret celebration. A source tells People that the Duchess of Sussex, who's expecting her and Prince Harry's first child in late April, is getting a baby shower. Wouldn't you love to see Meghan in
All
New York
I want to
City?
do is find her in the city.
Crazy. So it's no surprise that Meghan's friends want to throw her a party, especially considering what a loyal friend she is to them. One confidant recently described their friendship to People, saying, "Whenever something good is happening in my life, she celebrates with me first. And when there's hardship, she's there with a Kleenex and a shoulder and a glass of wine, and the best chat and a book that will help me pull me out of wherever I am." Sounds like a great friend. News of her baby shower comes just before Harry and Meghan jet off to Morocco for a 3-day visit, highlighting 2 of their key causes.
Meghan Markle 2 months away from giving birth. What is she doing flying up on? You know what? Anyway, she came and the paparazzi came, and it's kind of like the royal family's getting split because Harry and William are not close as they used to because they got their families. You would think they'd be close, but things happen when, wives get involved and new people get involved and you start looking at new priorities, and things happen for a reason. Tell you that right now. All right. And finally, the viral video of the week. All right, they say when we was talking about with Amazon, when you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Indeed, it is. That's a true statement. I'll tell you right now. Well, if that true for a rat, okay, you remember this. Okay, you remember the rat eating pieces or pulling pieces away? Well, that's different now. Well, this rat, this picture right here with this rat with his Henny in his bottle. As you see right there, a rat with a bottle of Hennessy. Either he was passed out, drunk, or asleep, or he just died. And if he died, he made it to New York with a bottle of Hennessy in his hand and stuff. But one thing about Hennessy is good, but then again, you got to have some flavor to the Hennessy, like Coke or something like that. Because by itself, it kind of burns your system. And I think that rat kind of realized that Hennessy burnt him so bad, his system couldn't handle it. I'm telling you. All right. Thank you all for watching The Take this week. I've been Kendrick saying so long, and we'll see you next time here on The Take.